everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So if you don't know already, I eat intuitively vegan, which means I don't eat any animal products. Also, I use my intuition to help guide me towards the things that I should or should not put in my body, pertaining to what goals I have for my body in terms of what I want it to feel like, look like, and my overall resonance. I've said this many times before, but intuitive eating means different things for different people. Personally, I like to work with spirit and work with my higher self to guide me towards those foods that are in highest resonance with my true self. So my diet has actually evolved a lot over the years, and you'll find that as your overall vibration raises and as your consciousness starts to expand, your preferences and things that resonate with you in terms of food may start to change. It may be that you develop intolerances to certain foods, or that you completely just go off foods. That happened to me with animal products, any kind of meat, as well as obviously the ethical kind of reasons. Also, once you start to see everything on the planet, every living thing as one, it really doesn't resonate for me personally to ingest anything or cause any type of unnecessary sort of suffering or cruelty. So that is why I am vegan to start with. But I have had a really interesting development in my intuitive eating recently, and I thought I would kind of just document it and kind of vlog it and see how it went. Obviously it's an ongoing process, but recently I had been really been given the push by my intuition and higher self to change my diet slightly. I'm going to really struggle making a title for this video because one, I'm not doing it for the video, and two, I'm not doing it to kind of fit into a label of like a frugivore or like a raw vegan or even a whole foods vegan. So I'm going to really struggle putting a title on this. But basically what my intuition was saying to me was to eat foods that are closer to the ground, if that makes sense, or in a slightly higher natural resonance. And for me, that felt like not eating as many products that are processed in such a way, like fake meat, for example, because even though it is obviously naturally derived ingredients like soybeans, etc., it still is kind of like there's a process involved to make it into what it ends up being. Obviously there's a lot of additives in there, like, but also equally I do absolutely love like fake away meals and all things like that. Yeah, and I really got the push to kind of up my fruit and veg intake a lot. And so that is what I was kind of craving, was like lighter foods, like really light foods. I vlogged this from day 1 to 6, which was Monday to Saturday. On Sunday, I had already planned something with my family, and we were going to have like kind of like a fake away cooked breakfast. I did have that incidentally, and I actually felt so strange after, and I'm really kind of like not sad, but I don't know whether that's going to be like an ongoing thing. But this is just like my first week of kind of seeing what my intuition was trying to get me to eat. Now I eat a lot of fruit, probably more than most people anyway, because I just really enjoy eating it, but this was definitely probably about 50% more fruit than I would normally eat. I think it's also important to mention that because you are the creator of your reality, whatever you put in your body you can override. That goes for absolutely anything. That means that if I did want to have something that I don't really deem as that good for me, but I still just really fancied having it, I'm not going to limit myself. Like, I love having desserts, I love having like sugary things, I love carbs, like I love absolutely all food. Like, I really enjoy the sensory experience of eating and enjoying food. And so I can override with my vibration the things that I put in my body that aren't necessarily like top-notch vibration, because you are the creator of your reality and you are kind of in charge of the frequency of your body and also of the things that you put in it. That being said, I'm still not going to eat things that I know just really don't resonate with me. I think it's really important to listen to your resonance, but also to enjoy everything that you want to enjoy. So one of the things that I found was that I was struggling in the first few days to actually eat the volume that my body really needed, and I think that just comes with like stomach capacity and also not being used to having that much volume in my stomach at one time. For me personally, I do train quite heavily being a dancer, and so I know that my body needs roughly about 2,500 calories every single day to kind of like function with my training, and I definitely wasn't getting that, at least for the first 4 days, but I just couldn't seem to get enough volume in. And I don't know if that will change, whether I'll be able to eat more volume as time goes on. But yeah, I never measure my calories anyway, but I just know that that is kind of like the benchmark of what my body needs. So I did find that I wasn't really getting enough calories. So even though I never measure calories, this week I decided to track everything I ate in my MyFitnessPal. Just to kind of like give me some sort of like measurement of what I was eating and what my body was wanting me to eat. And so I ended up eating between about 2,000 and 2,200 calories a day. As I've said, that's really not enough for my body at the moment. And but the interesting thing that I found was that my saturated fat levels are pretty much nothing. Also, all of my vitamins and minerals, micronutrients, are just off the scale. They're like 400% of what MyFitnessPal was telling me. Also, fibre was literally just off the scale, as you can imagine, which is obviously so good for your digestive system. That being said, there is always the age-old kind of thing if you're vegan or whatever it happens to be. How do you get your protein? And to be honest, I think like there's enough information out there now for everyone to be educated. But just to explain that there has never been a case of protein deficiency unless the person is already malnourished, which means they're not getting enough calories, which in turn is going to mean that they're not getting enough protein. So that just goes to show that there is protein in pretty much everything you eat. And I'm not suggesting that everyone should just eat fruit and veg all the time, because especially for me, my protein intake is quite high. And I did find it quite hard to match up to my normal protein intake, but depending on your training goals as well, that's obviously an important factor of how much protein you need. But in most cases you really don't need as much protein as you think. And I know there's loads and loads of hype obviously in the fitness industry about protein. So that is why people who are frugivores and people who just eat fruit are still good and very, very healthy. So I did do quite well on the protein intake, but at the same time, just to keep up with my current kind of like goals and stuff, I feel like I needed just that tiny bit extra protein. So I don't want to ramble on too much. I will get into the vlog now. I hope you guys really, really enjoy it, and I'll see you at the end. Hi everyone, it's a Sunday and tomorrow is when I'm hoping to really start with this new intuitive eating. So I need to go and get some supplies basically. It's really gloomy here today, but I think that's sometimes the best time to go shopping, like food shopping, because there's really nothing else to do. My hair is absolutely wild and I'm wearing my workout gear, but I think that's what Sundays are for, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go to Aldi because they have some really reasonably priced but good quality nuts there, and I'm also going to go to this like fresh fruit and veg shop because I really want to try and buy like organic and like as little packaging as possible, obviously for health and environmental reasons. So I'm gonna try where I can on this week to buy like organic. It can't always obviously be helped sometimes if you are just like doing a big shop at the supermarket or whatever, but I'm gonna try my best. And I'm not sure if I'll do it today, but I also want to go and find some like different fruits that I've not really introduced into my diet properly before, like dragon fruits and star fruits and things like that. I really do like them, but it's not really something that I have on a weekly basis. So I'm going to get some things like that, but I'll probably go to a big Tesco for that because I know they do it there, unless I can find some today. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm also going to try and find some figs and some dates because I like them when they're in like nature bars and stuff, but I really need to teach myself to like the texture of them. I did that with avocados. I didn't used to like avocados, but I was just like so determined to like them because they're so healthy for you, and now I love them. So hopefully we can make that work this time. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to film in the shops because sometimes it's just difficult, but we will see. Say hi. Banana. What do you think about these? Would you recommend a pitted date? What's that? A honey mango? Oh, that's cute. Let's try one of these. Okay, so we didn't do too bad. This is what I've got basically to start the week off with. I'm not sure if I'll have to, well, I probably will have to go to the shops again. But we went to the fresh fruit and veg shop, as you'll see. I got 2 large mangoes, a special kind of mango which I've not seen before, which I'm excited to try. They are very ready though, so I think tomorrow I'll be having mangoes for breakfast. I got some pitted dates, have some tomatoes, limes, 2 packets of baby corn, a massive papaya, which I'm not a huge fan of, although I'm going to try and make myself like it. The same with the dates, melon, and then I got some cherries in here. Then I went to Aldi. The berries at the other shop didn't look the best, so I did go for Aldi berries. Got blueberries and wonky strawberries. I tried some golden kiwi. The only organic bananas I could find were packaged, sadly, but I got some organic fair trade bananas and then just some normal unpackaged bananas. I got a pineapple, some snack cucumbers, and I got 3 packets of nuts. And then I also have loads of chia seeds, loads of natural peanut butter, which I'll be having, and quite a lot of salad bits that I already have in the fridge. Let me just have a look, see what we have. Yeah, in the salad drawer, as you can see, I've got literally a whole thing of salad already. Plenty of avocados, celery, got some more cherries, some pears in there. So yeah, I think I'm going to be good to start off with. I am actually really pleased with what I got. I think it's going to be like a good balance and I won't get bored of things. Yeah, roll on day 1 tomorrow. It's the end of day 1 and me and King Louie are just chilling. Let me just actually hold this different. I thought I'd just check in, do a little tiny update. I am so full. Like, I love fruit and I have always eaten a lot of fruit, especially since being vegan, but literally I did find that it was actually a real push for me to eat that much volume today, and it might not even look it, but the density that it feels in your belly when you're eating, like, obviously a lot of fruit at once, is a lot, and it goes down quite quickly. But that being said, I was satiated until my next meal. Like, I wasn't like really hungry at any point, which was good. So I am going to try and eat a little bit more tomorrow if I can, but that being said, I'm not going to push myself if my body doesn't want it. I've had quite a lot of energy today, to be honest. I did do my normal workout as well, which is weightlifting today, and yeah, absolutely no difference there. I tried the dates today for the first time and I actually really enjoyed them. I think it was because I had quite a lot of salad before and I needed something really sweet, and they obviously did the trick. They were very decadent. Anyways, that is my update for day 1. then obviously I've been eating a ton of chia seeds and they are becoming a staple of my diet. I mean, they kind of were anyway, but I've definitely been eating more recently. So I had to do a quick emergency chia seed shop on My Protein. Completely unsponsored by My Protein, but just letting you know that I always go to My Protein for all my peanut butter and my chia seeds because they're so cheap. It has a code which gets me 37% off every single time, which is amazing. Anyway, so another really good thing about it is that you always get these like free gifts. So I'm on the website today and today's free gift is that you get to plant a tree. So obviously that is well worthwhile doing, so make sure you always check off the free gifts, like you have to actually select it. They've also got a Simply Cooked free trial and a 90-day taste card trial, but I don't need any of those. Anyway, so I am just stocking up on some chia seeds, but I thought I would also get some samples of some of the new My Vegan range because I really like to try all their products. I'm not a huge fan of some of their products, like the peanut bar that I've had is really not very nice in my opinion, but also I do have some staples which I always use. Obviously, like I said, chia seeds and peanut butter, and I will also just quickly show you what else I'm getting. So I'm just going to try one of their BCAA drinks. I already have some BCAAs. I actually have shreddy BCAAs, but I thought I'd give this a try. I've got my chia seeds, I've got a flapjack to try, which I'm excited about because I love flapjack. And I also have a sparkling protein water from My Vegan, and obviously that's my free gift of a planted tree. Currently wearing my cruise ship mega deck party t-shirt. Obviously just got to go for the big baggy things this time in the evening. If you are watching this on my intuitive eating video, then I will have made another video hopefully where I will be testing, trialling these things and also mentioning what I get all the time from My Protein, just in case you're interested. So please do check that out if you can. Hi Moo, how are you today? Tired, clearly. Being absolutely packed in there. I honestly saw so many nice things. Let me tell you, Tesco's is actually really up their game. Until now I've been shopping at Sainsbury's because they have such a good vegan range, but honestly this big Tesco is like smashing it out of the park. For all the vegan stuff, they literally have like such a good range of everything. I didn't really get like, I was in the market for like a dragon fruit and some star fruit and stuff like that, but I literally ended up getting some persimmons, which my mum really loves. I got some organic kiwis, some organic bananas, but it was literally so busy I could barely do anything. Do you know what really infuriates me is the amount of packaging on everything. Like, I couldn't buy any loose bananas because they were literally green and I want to eat them like in the next couple of days, so I had to buy packaged bananas. I know it's my choice to shop at Tesco and all of that, but I really feel they should do better. We don't need so much packaging on everything. So I got organic kiwis, also packaged, really annoying. and I did get some organic baked beans, which was nice because I do love a baked bean. I did get some stuff to make a chai latte, so hopefully that will go well. I did top the house up on some coffee syrup because we do enjoy that, and I got some almond barista milk. Sadly, my mini milk frother has just died a death, so we don't have any way to do that, so I did get some vegan whipped cream, which is my absolute favourite, to go on the top of the coffee with some cinnamon, so that'll be lovely. And I'm absolutely boiling in this car, so I'll catch you when I get home. Bye! I'm just popping in here to say that when I got home I did realise that the chai mix that I bought was not vegan, so I didn't use it and I just had a normal latte. And did I immediately go online and order a vegan version for 3 times the price? Yes, I did. So that will be coming soon, and hopefully I can have my dreams met. Okay, so that was day 1 to 6 of my new kind of pattern intuitive eating. I did find that I had a lot of energy and I felt very kind of like clean, if that's a word, but I do think that it was because my intuition, as my consciousness raises, is asking me to align that new vibration with the kind of high vibrational diet, if you want to call it that. All food holds density, and holds different densities and different vibrations, and there's no good or bad. Obviously that's just a construct, but at the same time different foods do hold different vibrations. So after this week I have kind of had a little chat with myself, kind of tapped in and evaluated the whole week basically. I think I am going to add back in my protein shakes that I have, because they're just something that I really enjoy and nice and refreshing after a workout, and that will also help me kind of boost my protein a bit. And also I will add back in my kind of like protein bars that I like. I like protein flapjacks and vegan protein bars and things like that, because they're just another thing that I just really enjoy eating. And I think it is such an important thing to do what you enjoy. But that being said, I think it made me realise that I don't need to necessarily every meal have like a meat alternative, and I did really enjoy the kind of like more whole foods based eating. I did obviously have like quite a bit of bread, but I did enjoy choosing a bread that kind of had a higher protein intake, and I really like breads with like seeds and nuts in and things like that. I also did find it quite challenging sometimes when someone else was eating something that I really like a vegan cake or like something like that, but I did want to just like use this week to really kind of see what it was that my body was wanting and to see kind of how it felt. Because that is usually the most important marker. And although obviously I did have a few treats, especially on Saturday, I definitely didn't have as many kind of like sweet treats as I usually would have. Overall, I think I'm going to keep my diet pretty much this way, with the exception of adding a few meat alternative meals per week and my protein shakes and protein bars, like I have said. And hopefully I'll be able to increase my volume even more of fruit and veg as my stomach capacity kind of like expands. I just want to add another quick section in here to say that the most important thing is to listen to what your body needs, and there's a difference between listening to what your ego wants you to eat and what your higher self is wanting you to eat. So your ego might be like, oh, that cake looks really good, why don't you just go eat the whole thing? Obviously nothing wrong with that, and if you want to do that, then go ahead. But when you're coming from a place of like resonance with your higher self, it is gonna lead you to ingesting the things that are going to make your body healthy, whatever that means for you. And so I think that's another important factor to really focus on as well. I also do have all of the traditional kind of like nutritional knowledge, being a trained dancer, and so that does help me as well. So I think that there's definitely a balance to be had between kind of like more traditional nutrition and also connecting to your higher self and going through that way, because your higher self is so much more intelligent than your ego self, and it's never going to lead you astray as long as you really follow your resonance. So don't feel obliged to do what anyone else is telling you, no matter what kind of diet they're trying to advise for you to be on or whatever. Just do exactly what resonates with you, because no one knows your body better than you do. So just to wrap up, I really did enjoy the week. It's really important as well to mention that this is just what I did and how I use food to fuel my body. In terms of times as well, I never really push myself on how many meals I'm going to have or what time I'm going to eat. I just eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full. Most of the time. But thank you so much for coming to my channel and for being here and for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you do want to keep up with all of this content. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!